This building is new.
And we are back to NYC. I am staying in this small hotel room here. My wife has a business trip. I decided to tag along, but you may or may not know, I used to live in New York. I am a New Yorker. I was actually born here. And it's always absolutely crazy to be back, so I couldn't say no, but gonna make the most of it. It's just so wild that we're here and it feels so different. I honestly can't believe I lived here, but if you're new here, welcome. You know, my name is Preston, professional recruiter, running and scaling my own agency. And so in this video, we wanted to share with you a real week in the life, what I do every single week, what I do every single day as a recruiter who still has a full desk, who still has a team, who is running and growing a business that is growing and scaling, and just taking along for the ride, you know? Real recruiting, no hype, no BS, none of that stuff, but got some lunch and dinner today because I have calls till 8 or 9 p.m. because now I live on the Pacific time. Because I'm East Coast, I'm still taking calls Pacific time, so it's gonna mean calls till very, very late, but that's okay. And yeah, just got back to the hotel, actually gonna get changed, and before we start the day, before I have to do my team meeting with my agency guys, I'm gonna go downstairs, check out the gym, get a little sweat on. Best way to start the day by doing something really, really difficult, which is challenging yourself in the gym, releasing those endorphins, and then just making sure you just feel awesome to whatever the challenges and crazy situations the day brings. We got a lot of potential offers, a lot of potential interviews happening right now, so hoping we can pop some up this week with you all together. So appreciate you here, and time to go get a workout. Not a bad gym here. Got some bikes, treadmills. Did a good session on elliptical. Love the elliptical. And we got some free weights here, some benches, and the cable machine. So fantastic workout, feeling good. Let's go, let's go. All right, back in my office, or makeshift office. Got a bed here, but make and do, but had a wonderful team stand-up meeting with my agency. Got a lot of things happening. We have one candidate who is currently negotiating right now. Now, when we submitted him, he told us that he won at least $100,000, and offer came out for $50,000 plus commission, and we're like, there's no way this is gonna happen. It turned out, surprisingly, that the candidate's absolutely okay. So this is more of like a... Are you struggling with getting responses from clients? Are you an established recruiter who is struggling to break 6 figures and beyond? Are you looking to start recruiting part-time and you don't know how? Do you feel burned out and stuck spending hours and hours each day in manual tasks like sourcing and outreaching and feeling like you have no time to actually run and grow your business? I am absolutely happy to announce that we have launched our own recruitment, educational, and coaching program to help you on your journey. We made sure that everything I've learned in the past 10 years, the tips, the strategies that really helped me build multiple 7 figures of placements on my own desk with some of the best companies in the world will be included in there. We'll also be including things like how you can build an acquisition system that brings in clients every month to your agency hands-free, how you can maximize the probability of a positive close during negotiations, how you can automate and outsource your day-to-day operations so that you don't have to spend hours per day researching or sourcing, how you can figure out the new and modern way to scale your agency that minimizes risk and maximizes your upside potential. And we've also included much, much more. The best thing about this is not only will you be getting amazing content, but we will also handhold you and be with you every step of the way to make sure that you are held accountable and you crush your goals. We'll also share with you our own tech stack, tools, and plugins we actually use, plus everything else we know about automation and AI to help you save time, work smarter, and not be a slave to your business. The exciting news is that we've actually rolled this out to a select few people earlier this year, and I'm excited to see them well on the way to multiple 6 figures, with some breaking $30,000 to $50,000 per month already. So if you're interested to be a successful recruiter that can dominate in any market conditions, make sure you click on the link below to chat with another member of our team, and we're happy to chat with you to see if we can help you out. Make sure you jump on this really quickly. See you on the other side. If I was him, I would just walk away. And then my recruiter was managing his relationship perfectly last week, and we synced up with him again yesterday, and it turned out surprisingly that the candidate's absolutely okay. So this is more of like a tech sales role, and in terms
terms of our can's perspective, he's like, you know what? I actually am okay with a low salary if the OTE is much, much higher. So we were completely like, our lips just went to the floor. We're like, really? This is crazy. Can we still save this? And so he's still negotiating, and he told us late last night, or told my recruiter that he just filled me in this morning, that the candidate told him that, hey, he's actually quite happy with the compensation, which is insane, because if you're looking for 100 and you got 50, most people would not be happy for that. But its OTE is 250, meaning if he performs really well, he can make up to like 250. So that was pretty wild. And so that's happening. We also have another candidate who had an offer last week, and he was given a deadline by my client this Friday to make a decision. Everything sounds great. The only thing that he has to do is give notice, which he's going to do later today, and try to figure out with his current manager, like his vacation days, his PTOs. I don't exactly know what he has questions about, but he's trying to get to the bottom of it, and he told us that things are looking good. He should hopefully sign. So there's chances are we might be able to close both of these, even though the first one is a super small deal. We have more second rounds, more third rounds for the first candidate. We also have a couple other candidates being considered for another role. We have 2 candidates in final stages there, but just to make sure, we're making sure the pipeline is really, really full, so that if for any reason it doesn't work out for these guys, we have a plan B, plan C, and we always do that, right? We want to make sure we never just rely on just 1 or 2 candidates. We always want to make sure that if for any reason we have a plan B, plan C, plan D, all the way to plan Z. So we're ready for any scenario that will be coming our way. But aside from that, I'm going to be switching gears to source, to do candidates. Yes, I still run a full desk, and yes, I love it, because aside from obviously the money, we come into recruiting. I hope you come into recruiting because it's fulfilling. You know, it's fun. I love the game. I love talking to people. I love developing relationships, and I love honestly helping. And so I don't know if I can give that up or if I ever will. So I'm going to be focused on that. And then I have a bunch of candidate calls starting probably from 4 p.m. till like 9. And the reason why it's so late is because my calendar is still set on Pacific, but I'm on East Coast now. So it's going to be a long day. For the next 9 hours, I'm going to be sitting here. Maybe I'll sit at the small table here to switch it up. But that's basically it. And I'll see you in a bit. I'm not sure if I'll even have time to do anything after work today. Might just go straight to bed, but we'll see. A lot of work. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. All right, doing a quick little break here, but let me just tell you a quick little story. So I used to live in New York City, if you guys have known or you haven't known, for about 7-8 years, I think, before we moved down to DC and Maryland. And boy, oh boy, do we love it. But we did the whole New York experience, wake up early, walk to the subway, get on the subway, commute into the city. My fiance and I were living in Queens then, went up to the office, finished work, walked to the subway, commute back home, over and over and over again. And that's still a reality for millions of people here in the city, which is wild. But I was taken aback again. I just stopped getting used to the energy and the noise and the vibe of just walking around, jaywalking, and just the culture of being New York is exciting. It's at the same time familiar, at the same time something that I just have to adapt to very quickly, because I think if you live anywhere else, especially you don't live in a city, man, it's like sensory overload. But just walking around, visited some old haunts, being able to see some sights again and eat some of the things that we always love to do, or just be able to see some of the restaurants or the stores that we went to in the past. It's really cool. It's really cool visiting a city you lived in, or anywhere that you lived in for a number of years, and you kind of came back to see how a lot of it's still familiar, but a lot of it has changed. But one thing for sure, it really does motivate you. It really does inspire you. Everyone's focused, everyone's like working, everyone's trying to close deals all around you, and you're like, oh my god, why am I not doing that? And so it really kind of gets you to that peak level. But just wanted to share that with you. I live both in Manhattan near kind of Penn Station and also in Queens, and honestly loved it. But now that I came back after living in the desert and also smaller cities across the country, can I live here again? I don't know if I could. But will I continue to visit and have fun and have a good time? And absolutely love the city so much. And it's really where my career was born. I started recruiting here. I started my first job here. I started my first company here, my solo practice, never looked back. And so I'm also always very grateful to the city. But everything's going well. I've just been sitting here sourcing. My calls are about to start right now. A lot of good candidate calls I'm going to be chatting with. No immediate changes with our offers yet. Again, I'll be sitting here probably for the next 6-7 hours. And I know that probably want to see me do more stuff. But in reality, this is what I do. Literally in a room, on a chair, at a table for hours on end until super late at night. And even though I love talking about my track record and numbers and money and all of that, this is it, no hype, real recruiting and stuff. And we're still managing all the other offers and kind of the processes that we've talked about earlier this morning. So the team's working hard, I'm working hard, and gonna get back at it. But I'll see you in a bit, and hope I have energy to push through today. I only got some dried fruits, dried mangoes or what's left of it, and acai bowl to keep me alive. So we'll see. But see you in a bit. All right, decided to DoorDash a little bit of dinner Got some Korean food today, Korean dumplings. Got, I think, some pork, rice, noodle soup, some kimchi here. Before more calls. Oh, it's about 8:45 p.m. Just finished my last call. Exhausted, too exhausted to go out, even though I'm in New York. So, back on the, back in the gym here. Just burning off some, doing some steps. Because I didn't move all day for like 6-7 hours. And so I'm just gonna incline walk it a little bit, maybe do more weights. When in doubt, just work out. And then honestly, just maybe too tired, gonna go to bed. Tomorrow should be more fun, gonna go out, but still got a lot of things that we need to get done before then. So just gonna chill and enjoy. But again, today's not that exciting. I had really good candidate calls, had some very great conversations, did a lot of great submissions. And we heard from one client, he did not like one of our candidates, unfortunately. So regrouping with the team, improving our targeting, and hopefully gonna send them more before the weekend here. But good first day being back. No deals yet, and so we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning everybody. Woke up early, got some good old matcha, loving that green energy. And you know how we do it. We gotta start the day off. Elliptical, here we go. Gym 2 times yesterday. Probably only gonna do once today, but feeling good. Fired up from matcha, but gonna get a quick workout in. And then we got a huge action-packed day today. And I'll be going out for a fun celebration, and we'll take you along for the ride here. So I'm gonna do some ellipticals, do some body weights, maybe some cables. I love doing cable machines. And I'll see you upstairs. But we got a lot of exciting things to do. Still trying to close one deal here. Could be a good 25,000 plus deal. Let's try to make it happen. All right, here's a little breakfast. Got this at the bistro of our hotel. Nothing like a good old, I don't know what that is, tomatoes, bacon, scrambled eggs. Got a full day ahead of us. Let's do it. All right, having a great morning so far. It's 12:30, about to hop into our group coaching call for our recruiter school students. Again, this happens twice a week, 2 hours. Whatever bottlenecks, issues, or concerns that they have, we will troubleshoot and help them in every way that we can. And excited to talk about it. I love these calls. I love putting face to names. I love interacting with them, and I can't wait to honestly see all the success stories. They're just gonna absolutely crush it in the next 30, 60 days. So gonna do that now, but had a great team meeting, had a great one-on-one with one of my agency members, and a bunch of more candidate calls later today. So gotta stop talking. People are waiting for me, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, had a great group coaching call, had a great candidate call. Now stepping out to get some food before 4 back-to-back calls before I go out. So let's enjoy Midtown and get some food. All right, made it back. Went to Pliable, one of my favorites. Acai bowl, got some acai, coconut, pineapple, blueberries to hold me over before a big dinner. So should be good. All right, just finished calls. It's about almost 7 p.m. here. Gonna submit some really great candidates, talk to some pretty epic people. Now dressed up here and about to go out, get some good food and meet up with someone special. So we'll see you in a bit. Steve, say hi.
What's up? Oh boy, oh boy.
Okay. What's happening?
Let's go.
What's happening?
Get it. You know how it is.
All right, try, okay. And then? And the verdict? Ooh, we had an amazing dinner with our team member and coach of the recruiter school. Ate a lot, drank a lot even though I stopped drinking. And feeling great, but now just trying to walk it off, heading back to the hotel. And still gotta end the week off strong on a Friday here. But good to be back in New York. It took a couple days to get acclimated and adapted to the energy of the city, but good to be back here. I would like to see some more energy or nature, honestly, but all is good. Walking back, gonna call it a night. See you back tomorrow. Let's see how we can end off this week.
morning, everybody. It is Friday, made it to another week. Spent some time with Steve last night, who is one of the major coaches in our recruiter school and also on my team. Had a blast, and one of the things that I miss is spending time with real people, as my agency is really fully remote, fully distributed with members around the world. And so it's just a friendly reminder that, wow, even though I don't miss commuting to the office, it's fantastic to meet and really create that culture with people in person. And so definitely want to be more intentional with the team throughout the year to kind of bring them together a couple times a year where we can just have a great time, eat some good food, have some good laughs. But it's Friday. I'm actually here in a WeWork room, as the hotel that I'm staying at, the Wi-Fi is pretty abysmal. Our candidate that has an offer, our client's pinging us saying, hey, I haven't heard back from them, what's going on? They're getting a little bit worried. We actually pinged our candidate this morning and everything's good. He's still waiting on clarifications on PTO, questions from his former manager. It seems like he's gonna have a chat with the manager today. And depending on that, I'm hoping he can reach out back to my client's HR and just sign the offer. And we can kind of end the week off with a fantastic deal. We also have another candidate that got much lower salary. He has an offer, it's still negotiating. That could also happen too, even though it's a smaller deal. And we also had one more candidate actually for a chief of staff role, which we don't normally do, but our client really asked us. And she went through the whole process and she actually pulled out because they were hiring 2 chief of staff roles. She was really interested in one, and they ended up considering for the other one, which was a little bit more junior than her scope and title and experience. And she's like, you know what, it doesn't make sense. It's also the compensation is a little bit lower. So she pulled herself out. We actually just heard today that she's still talking with the co-founder. So somehow that's still alive. If that goes through, that could be another massive deal. So there's a lot in the works here. It'd be fantastic to end the day with and end the week with a placement, as I always love to do. It's now November 1st, guys, which basically means there's 2 months left, less than that, counting the holidays, to 2025. This is not the time to slack and relax. This is the time to make records, build that foundation for next year moving onward. Q4, October, November, December is not a slow time for recruiting. In fact, it is the opposite. It is chaotic. It's fast. Companies are desperate. They have a budget. They want to hire people now. And so we're doing whatever ever we can to fulfill for our clients. But the people that, we've been talking to, they're like, oh, things are slowing down. It's not. Put in the effort, make sacrifices, be disciplined, put in that work now so you can not only end the year off with a significant momentum, but also more importantly, start the year with significant momentum as well. So I'm gonna be here for a couple more hours. I'm hoping to kind of give you some good news, but we got a lot more candidate calls, a lot more submissions, interviews are happening, things are good. Having fantastic group coaching calls with the recruiter school students, and they're just doing so well, a lot faster than I expected. People are already getting their clients, people are already locking in fantastic terms with the agreements and starting to get candidates. And I can't wait to celebrate the first couple offers from the latest students that came in. And so if you're excited to learn more, and definitely reach out to us for sure. Happy to kind of share with you how we can help. But I love recruiting. This is a fantastic career, fantastic business opportunity that literally changed my life. And I'm going to continue to be hands-on and scaling our agency as far as we can and continue to help people who want to make that transition or fully optimize their business into 2025 and onward. So I'm going to be here for a couple more hours, put in some work. Got some coffee. I also drank some matcha this morning, but that was enough. So got some coffee here. Romini Espresso Bar here in Midtown, New York. Really good. So feeling fired up, and I guess I'll talk to you in a bit. All right, it's a beautiful afternoon here in New York, taking a walk. What's crazy is that all of this is brand new. Look at that. Hudson Yards, walking on the Highland. A beautiful day. Fantastic week, enjoying our last full day here. No update yet on any offers, but hey, life is still good. And we're gonna walk around a little bit, stretch our legs until we go back home and finish up the day. See you in a bit. All right, guys, it is like almost 6:00 p.m. here. Came back after a nice little walk, doing some sourcing, finishing up the calls. We just got notified that our candidate possibly could be signing the offer right now. And if this seals the deal, this could be another, I think, $25,000 deal. Fantastic. On track of absolutely crushing it this month. I think because it's November 1st, we might have just added to October. And I think, this allowed us to completely crush over $100,000 last month, which is great job to the team and
great hustle. Everyone thinks Q4 is slowing down and a ghost town, but that could be furthest from the truth, guys. As I said before, this is the time where we make records. This is the time where we hustle. You want to end the year off strong, like you end the week off strong, like you end every single month, guys. And when everyone's taking off the pedal, we are still going forward, being consistent, keeping on with the gas, and making as much impact as we can. And so fantastic month. Huge shout out to my team member who just absolutely made it happen. We are still trying to follow up with one more other offer, but I'm going to be here for I think another hour sourcing, doing some odd ends, planning for the following week here before we fly back to home tomorrow. But I'm gonna be finishing up outstanding stuff here. Then we'll be relaxing, catching up with my wife, maybe some friends, get some dinner, and end another successful week here in New York. A lot of it, again, as you see, is stuck in the hotel room, but it is what it is, and I love what I do, and that's why I will always be, to a certain extent, hands-on as much as possible. People are like, Preston, you know, I want to have a business. I want to be completely free and be a business owner. I'm like, yeah, I do that. And they're like, well, you're not free. I'm like, well, look, I am hands-on, but not 100% hands-on, right? I will always have a small portion of my time being hands-on, just also because I love it. But, you know, we're growing, optimizing, and scaling where our agency basically runs itself with or without me, and going to keep pushing, going to keep evolving with the team here, learning and getting better, trying out new tools, and keep on going. So I'm going to be sitting here for a little bit longer, finishing up some work. I'm going to meet up with my wife here, going to relax, going to chill a little bit, and then enjoy the rest of the week and get ready for a brand new month, November. Let's go. The year is almost over, but it's not over yet, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, I am waiting for my wife here, but I'm on a massage chair in a salt room, which is pretty crazy. She's doing, I think, like a float therapy in the water. But I'm just gonna relax here. It's been a long day, it's been a long week here in New York. Maybe do another treatment afterwards, but it feels really good. Do this for 30 minutes. It's crazy that this is real salt. But take it easy. We'll see where the night takes us. Okay, so I found myself on a dry floating bed now. I had time to kill after my massage chair, and so this was available. I never tried this before. Feels like you're floating on water, but I'm just completely dry, which is insane. So gonna be doing this for 21 minutes. Best way to finish up the week. Before, when you're younger, it was all about drinks and partying, but now it's all about R&R and wellness and relaxation. So gonna enjoy this. See you soon. All right, this was pretty amazing, guys. If you haven't tried it, you should do it. It's a blanket. Feel like you're on water. This fills up, and there's a timer there, headphones. Fantastic.